having a teenager is like giving birth to your high school bully. Really beautiful and intimidating, and she's British and she has rich parents.
Pies, donuts, bread, pizza, pasta, pastry.
I hate it all.
You found out your favorite drink was water. Your favorite.
I love water.
What about Canadian food?
Cheese, chips, and gravy, but the cheese is really specific. And then I got a job at Hooters, and I became rich. We'd be like screeched in. They slap you with a fish, and they give you a shot of whiskey.
What?
All the good-looking boys wanted to go fishing, and you'd be like, okay.
So hot, but they stink.
I'm on dish having an elderflower and mint martini.
Welcome to Dish from Waitrose. I'm Nick Grimshaw.
And I'm Angela Hartnett.
And we are here. We are back for Series 6
I know.
of Dish.
Indeed.
Are you excited as you were for Series 5?
Very excited, yes. Very excited.
Have I seen you since then?
We've spoken. I don't think we've seen each
I don't
other.
think
we haven't
seen each other in real life.
No, not in real life.
Did you love Josh Homme?
I did, yes,
Yeah.
I did. Apparently it was quite obvious I did as well.
I always say elitism sucks when I'm not included.
Right.
Something angelic. And then you open the trash and I was like,
Yeah, exactly. So when would you like me to start?
I think you kept a lid on it.
Kept a lid on it.
Yeah, I
was
think you kept a lid on it.
professional.
And did he try and come to your
Yes,
restaurant?
so the next day we got a phone call saying, oh, well, there's 2 of them. I thought, okay, 2 I can fit in. And then it goes, actually, no, there's 14 of them. I said, okay, have you actually seen the size of Murano? And so I think I ended up getting the table at Richard Corrigan's because also, I don't know what it's like in Hollywood. I've never been there or all the rest of it. But you can't just sort of kick out 14 people of a restaurant, you know. And I was ringing everyone I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Well, I'm putting my bill in later. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, you really give a service on this, don't
Yeah,
you?
very good, aren't I?
Yeah.
See?
Well, today we have Katherine Ryan, so you may be working for her by the end of the day. Katherine Ryan is on because she got a reality show. She's got her comedy specials. She's done her own TV show, The Duchess, for Netflix, and she's going now on a mammoth tour, which started, I think, 5th of September and runs right through to mid-2025.
Yeah, huge tour.
You forget comics graft.
Really
They've really
graft.
got to get out there every goddamn night. Have you met her before?
Never, but I'm a big fan. I really like her because
She's
she
funny.
gives her opinion. She doesn't care what she says, and she is very fun. I love the Duchess. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, same.
And then she did that great interview as well. Like she just fly on the wall sort of documentary with Louis Theroux. So she was amazing.
I've only spoke to her in like high octane situations. So like on Radio 1 Breakfast.
Okay,
Where you
yeah.
maybe get like,
30
3
seconds,
minutes.
yeah. Or at a club somewhere.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to sit down and eat
Properly
with her.
chat.
Yeah, and I love what she's the direction she's given for the food.
She was very clear what she likes. I love the fact she hates so many things as well that are very unique to our British cuisine.
Yeah, she hates most of what we eat.
Yeah,
To be
marvellous.
discussed. Anyway, let's get our guest in. It's time to get Katherine Ryan. Hi, Katherine Ryan. How are you?
Nice.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm well. Nice to
How
see
are
you.
you?
I'm
You look
well.
fat.
And again, lovely to see you.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you a cocktail.
Yay. That's great. See, this is why
Almost
Nick Grimshaw
one.
is the host with the most.
Is it this?
Ah, you see.
Hello, I'm going to make you a cocktail.
Hello and a cocktail.
No, how are you?
No, how are
was your
you? Who
journey?
cares
Just
how I
give you a
am?
drink.
Yeah, I'll be better after a cocktail.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? You're looking lovely and
Thank
sparkly.
you so much. This is an old jumper that I thought it might be a bit much,
No, not at all.
but I've decided to lean into being too much.
Yeah.
How's the cocktail?
It's coming. It's coming.
Thank you.
He's done it very quickly.
It's coming.
He's a dab hand.
You can have that one because it looks
Yeah.
nicer.
Yeah.
Thank
There we
you.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
No
the glass.
offense.
None
No
taken.
offense.
Cheers, Catherine.
Cheers,
Welcome.
Angela. Thank
Lovely
you
to
so
see
much
you.
for
Cheers,
having me
Katherine.
here.
Yeah.
Welcome. Cheers. Cheers,
Nick.
Ange.
Love to see you. Beautiful.
Cheers.
Very nice.
Time to welcome our first guest of the series. She's a comedian, she's a writer, she's an author, podcaster, actress, presenter, everything.
Does everything.
Sharper than one of your knives, I feel, is our
Oh,
guest
yes.
today.
Yes.
Round of applause for Katherine Ryan, everybody. Hi, Katherine Ryan.
Hi, Nick.
Welcome to Dish.
You look the curliest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, it's curly.
Your eyelashes are curling more.
Yes, the hair's curling.
Everything about you is like
on
doll.
the curve.
No, a doll.
A doll.
Yeah.
I aim to be a doll.
Just looks so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming to see us.
Thank you for saying that I'm sharp in the introduction, but I haven't slept in 3 years, so I think I'm dulling.
It's blunting.
Yeah.
It's blunting.
We need to
It's
sharpen
blunting.
you
I
up.
don't believe that.
Yeah.
I really, really don't. I really don't. We're starting with a cocktail. We're going for an elderflower mint martini, which feels, if I was to guess what to drink, if someone was like Katherine Ryan, I'd be like martini.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like a martini.
It's very
like
elegant.
Very
Classy.
elegant, sharp
Yeah,
as well.
sharp.
Chic.
It's cold.
Yeah, cold.
It's straight to the point.
Yes.
You know,
Direct.
It's very
you up.
Yeah. Let's get straight to the buzz.
Yeah, let's get straight to it. Straight to it. We are having a martini,
Yeah.
but we did our Katherine Ryan food and drink research, and we found out your favorite drink was water. Your favorite?
Well, yes, because if you could only have one
Yes.
forever, you'd
Very-
max out on
yeah.
martinis.
You would. You'd die.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd drop dead immediately. Yeah.
just still or sparkling.
Still water, always still water. I read this book about how to stop drinking, and in a sexist way, there's one for women and one for men, how to stop drinking, because we have different goals in lives. And one of the things, not that I was ever drinking too much.
Yeah.
I just think I got into a pattern of like a few wines a night that was just making me feel like a bit slow.
Yeah.
And I thought, this will be interesting to read. And one of the things it said was after a run, which I'm not familiar with, but after if you're really thirsty or if you've done something, that craving that you get for hydration, you think about water, but you don't really think like that about white wine, for example, which
Yeah.
I do. So I was confused, but I do. I love water.
Yeah, I love a water. My dad used to couldn't get over that. He thought it was quite London that I liked water.
But I think that's a generation thing. My mum hates water.
Yeah.
You remember when Mary Berry came on? She was like, why am I drinking water? No, I think it's a younger thing that we all think we're purifying and cleansing ourselves. Whereas my mum goes, I'd rather have a cup of tea.
Yeah, my mum
You
says
know,
that.
exactly.
I'm like, have you drunk any water? She's like, I've got a bit of a headache. I'm like, have you drunk any water? She's like, yeah, I've had 4 cups of tea.
Yeah, exactly. With 10 sugars.
Not
Yeah,
hydrating.
exactly.
Not
yeah.
hydrating. Food-wise, we have done drinks. So food-wise, you told us that you love Eastern flavors like lemongrass, garlic, ginger, green chilies, curry powder, soy sauce, tamari. This is good because some people are like, I don't know. It said that you love
Catherine,
Thai
spread.
food and fish sauce, that kind of thing, but you don't like, and this is where my problems lie, because this is my cupboards: pies, donuts, bread, pizza, pasta, pastry.
I hate it all.
That's all the yummies.
I feel that bread is in the way of food. I don't think that
Right.
it even counts as food. We're advised not to give it to ducks. It's like quack. Now it's bad for them. And people, I'll have my children at the ponds chucking bread to ducks, and it's very right wing apparently to give ducks bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And all the lefties in my comments will be like, you must give them seeds. They really enjoy sweet corn. And I'm like, you eat bread. You eat bread yourself.
Yeah.
And they go, it swells in their tummies. I'm like, and yours, Susan.
Yeah.
Look in the mirror. Like, I hate it.
See, I love there's always bread panic in our house when I was growing up. Like that was the main topic of conversation, was like how much bread we've got. Have we run out
Yeah.
of bread? We're nearly out of bread.
Yeah.
Did someone get some bread? There's so much bread chat.
They love it. But is all that carb sort of base, is that since you've come to England?
Oh,
and the
my
UK?
whole life.
Or you've always been like that, even back in Canada?
We are also quite celiac because my
Right.
dad's from Cork, and I think it runs in Celtic families, and my sister was very severely celiac. So
Yeah.
I think we just had a pathological avoidance of wheat, barley, rye, oats in our house. So that
Yeah.
meant that I didn't even see bread or pasta or pizza or like anything related to that for most of my life until I went to a birthday party, like age 11. And I was like, why are you eating the packaging of that meat?
Now, on my card here is something that is never ever said before. Angela Cam. Can we talk about Angela Cam? Are you aware of Angela Cam?
Angela Cam?
Are you aware of it?
No.
Okay, so obviously...
That wasn't on the cards I was sent earlier
Yeah, it
this
was.
week.
It was. It was discussed on the Zoom, but she didn't
Yeah,
make
I
the
failed to
Zoom.
miss it. I missed it.
On this
not making a
series,
Zoom.
she's not making the Zoom. On this series, people are always listening, like, "Oh, can we watch it? Can we watch it?" We put a
Yeah.
clip on Instagram, and they're like, "Can we watch it on YouTube?" So we've been putting them on YouTube, and then now people are like, "Hang on, we can't see Angela cooking the food. It's food podcast." So there is Angela Cam. Where is Angela Cam?
Hello.
Oh, wow, Angela.
I'd quite like my name on it. Come on, if it's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
my
we'll make it
camera.
happen, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a real, I'm like, season 6, a real life cookery thing, this.
Oh my God.
Do you feel like you're on Saturday Kitchen or
Yes, yes. Saturday Kitchen, Sunday Brunch, all of them.
something? Yeah,
yes.
so what's going on over there, please?
So we're doing the lovely potatoes. You like potatoes?
I
know
love
that one.
potatoes.
And you love a bit of spice. So we've got some peanuts with them. We've got this lovely fish sauce with them, coriander, shallots, and loads of chilli, and a little sweetness there. And I'm going to mix them all together. And they've been flattened out, so they're these smashed potatoes. So they've got all these crispy edges. And we've got some fantastic trout.
Ooh.
Yes.
So a whole fish. It's fish maintenance today, Nick, I'm afraid.
Okay.
It's a little bit of fish
Okay,
maintenance.
we're all right.
but
We're all right with that.
We
We're
can
all
do
right with
fish
that.
maintenance.
We can do that. You
You
also
can
know
manage.
shellfish. Is this allergy or just to taste?
Well, it's actually, to get into it, because I had a very Orthodox Jewish boyfriend for a while. And I felt like if we were being like intimate and kissing and things, then I should be kosher. And then I just never went back to shellfish again because they're bottom feeders. They're kind of like
Yeah.
spiders.
I love it, but I just had like an allergic reaction at my grand old age of 40 where I've ate my entire life and then one day was just allergic. Isn't that crazy?
Your system had just had too
It's
much.
too much.
Your system
too
put it
much.
foot down.
Lobster.
And your autoimmune response.
Like said no.
What were your shellfish symptoms? You just got the big Love Island face?
Yeah, the big crazy face, like swollen eyelids. It was kind of got on the way. It was quite fab.
Nice.
And then it went past it. You know, it was for a bit. It was quite like and then it went a bit like
So if you could microdose shellfish.
Yes. I'd probably look quite fab, but yeah, I'm avoiding it just in case. So we are about to have Katherine bake trout with chili and ginger, as made by Angela Hartnett. When you are at home, who's the chef? Who's the cook at home?
100% my husband.
Yes.
Because my husband is very regimented. He likes following recipes. He's really organized. He tidies as he goes. And he is really good at cooking. As much as he cooks things for the children that I might not think that they should eat.
Like what?
Like pastas.
Right.
And he'll make them pies.
Yes.
And he'll make them loads of red meat.
All the things on your no list.
Yeah.
You should take this home for him.
I
Put it up
should.
in the kitchen. Be like, hello. Dish managed to follow it.
Yeah, this is my no list.
Yeah.
But then Bobby is so wonderful. He will make a second dinner. So children have to eat kind of 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then after they're in bed, he'll get in the kitchen again and he will make beautiful like Thai things for me and soups and like a chicken and potato, like really nice creamy thing with like flavors. He's a great cook. He's really learned
Wow.
about cooking. Yeah.
Wow. And has he always been a good cook, or is that something that's developed as you guys have, got your family home together?
Yeah,
There
it's
you go,
developed.
Katherine.
Oh, thank you so much,
wow.
Angela. If I had to listen to these flavors without Angela Cam, I would be bereft.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So tell us what we've got, Angela.
So you've got a baked trout with chili
Yes.
and ginger, and this is a recipe by Petty Elliott. And to serve alongside it, we've got these fantastic potatoes, which are these Thai-style smashed potatoes with chili dressing.
Oh, wow. And this is by Ravinda Bogle, yeah?
Yeah, they're her potatoes.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm going to get into this trout.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, here we go. Ange. Oh, my God.
You can just sort of
particularly
take the
hungry
skin
today.
bit
I
off.
mean, the
yeah.
potatoes alone,
Yeah.
you could just have the trout as a garnish.
Just a little trout.
Every flavor that I love that should be on every single thing.
Yes.
I do
Potato.
feel slightly attacked by the presence of a face.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I think you can handle the face, Catherine.
I
think
can
you
handle the face.
Just watch
My
the bones.
face, he looks like he was sad about something, this trout.
What do you think that could be?
Being fried by Angela Hartnett, maybe.
The obvious.
Whereas yours looks quite content.
Yeah.
Mine looks like a man called Ian.
Ian.
Look.
Ian's
Is
not
it like-
happy.
He's not happy. He's not happy.
Yeah.
So, Ange, talk me through this. We've gone for trout. Is trout particularly great this time of year? Is there
It's
a
quite
season for
sustainable
fish?
trout. You see,
Right.
you can get it all year round because you farm it. But it's very much you treat it like salmon. So it's quite a fatty fish. It's got that sort of taste in your mouth. But so you can have loads of spice with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're right, Catherine. It works with all the chili, the garlic, the fish sauce, all those sort of different ginger, all those different flavours. Works really well with it. And because we've baked it in the oven and it's on the bone, it's really beautiful and moist. So if the best way to cook fish is always cook it on the bone. if you can.
It's
And
always
I'm
yummy.
very impressed at how you're actually flaking that fish
Do you know who taught me how to do that?
Go on.
My dad in the 80s.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Was
And
your dad
he'd
a-
shout at us if we got it wrong, so I've never forgot it.
Was he a fisherman or did
No,
he
I don't
buy
know.
it?
I just don't know why he taught me how to gut a fish.
Yeah.
We
Don't
would
know.
fish
Yeah.
a lot in Canada.
Yeah.
When the boys, like all the good-looking boys, wanted to go fishing, and he'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So hot, but they stink.
Yeah.
Ange, is there something that's particularly great to stuff a fish with? What flavors work
Well, I think
particularly
with
well
trout,
with a trout?
citrus. The dressing for the potatoes, you've got garlic, chili, fish sauce, brown sugar, and the lime juice, which gives it that sort of sweet sourness, which is what you're all loving.
Love fish sauce.
Love fish
Not
sauce.
the smell.
Not the
So
smell.
nice.
And then with the trout, we've got soya sauce, sesame oil, chilies, and lime juice. So it is that sort of, again, it's that limeness, it's the sharpness and everything that really works with sort of that fatty fish.
Very good. And then the pat choy.
Yeah.
How have you made this so good? Because sometimes when I make it, it goes a bit sad.
Just in a pan for literally like 20 seconds.
Oh, really?
And then I just throw
Okay.
it back in with the fish just to give it a bit. It's hard to keep hot, actually, because it will wilt. So just, throw it in at the end with something.
It's so nice.
It's really good.
And are you liking the wine, Catherine? Have you tried
Oh,
this?
I've not tried the wine.
Do you know,
What's
I'm
the wine?
familiar with that wine because
You
I
are?
do buy it at home. I like
It's a
it.
South Australian. It's an organic viognier, and it's from Waitrose, and it's delicious. You liking that?
Oh, that is delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about smashed potatoes, Ange, because I feel like I can't read a menu without seeing a smashed potato at the moment. There is reason, isn't there, why
Well-
you smash it? There's a science behind it.
It's not so much science. It's just you get more surface area to get it really crispy. That's the thing. Whereas if you have a normal potato you roast in the oven, it's just the side of it. You smash it, you've got more of a surface to get loads of crispy.
What is that if it's not science? Physics?
That's science.
Math?
Come on.
It is science.
Geography?
It's geography. I like it. I like it.
love it.
If you want to try this dish at home, all the ingredients used in today's show are available in your local Waitrose or online. And you can get the recipe at waitrose.com/dish recipes. They're all on there. Who's the decision maker in your household? Is it you or is it Chef Bobby?
When it comes to food, it's absolutely Chef Bobby. And especially now that I'm on tour,
Yes.
I'm gone at like 3 p.m. every day. I
Right.
tour like a mom. I don't tour like a dad. So the boys in my industry, they just disappear for like 10 months. And I have to go back and forth and zigzag, and I still sleep with the children.
Oh my
Because
God.
I know, because they wake up in the night, and I just kind of don't feel like an infant should be unattended ever.
But does that not exhaust you? I mean,
Yeah.
if you're, somewhere up in Edinburgh and you're coming back after the tour, that's crazy.
Yes, it does.
That's why she hasn't slept at all, ever.
Yeah, north of Leeds, I'll sleep over.
Okay, I was going to say.
But anything like within 3 hours, if I can get home, I get home. But I miss
that's
a lot
amazing.
of. Yeah, it's fun, but I miss a lot of dinner times.
Yeah.
So Bobby's totally in charge, and I'm just happy to eat. Like I'm always hungry.
Yeah.
And then I'll pack a little takeaway of the dinner the night before and take it on tour and eat in the car.
I love that you're doing the tour and also trying to go home and keep hold of that sort
Yeah.
of, that
Do you
home
love that?
life. I do love that, Catherine. I do love that. What do the kids think? Because they're various ages. Violet's like 15, so she's probably like, I get a tour. What about the younger ones?
My daughter Fenna is 1.5 years,
Oh.
and she really doesn't like she will vomit with rage when I leave a room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I'm a professional entertainer, and the kids
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Like I'm really fun.
They want to get their money's worth.
They sense it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
They
Yeah.
really prefer me.
Yeah.
And
I wonder Bobby's like, love me for my meat, for my
Yeah.
Yorkshire puddings, for my,
That's
pasta
it.
and stuff. Yeah.
and they don't deal with me leaving very well right now. But I didn't tour for 1.5 years
Yeah.
after she was born. So it's time. It's just time. And she'll be fine. I think it'll strengthen her independence and her relationship with her sister and her brother and her dad.
Yeah,
And
of
I've got
course.
so many kids now that they basically form their own society. And I think they'll be fine without me
Also, I feel like it'll make them love you even more.
Yeah.
because of the money.
The money.
What you can buy for them.
The
yeah.
money,
Yeah.
and also they'll be like, they'll miss you a little bit,
Yeah.
treat them mean. I
Yeah.
think that's a parental tip, isn't it? Treat your kids mean, keep them keen.
That's it.
That's, yeah.
But then do you feel that when they come back, that when you come back, there's a bit of cold shoulder? She comes back, she wants her affections. Well, she's going to have to pay for this.
If you sleep away, yes.
Yeah, I bet.
But
I
as long
bet.
as I'm there for the 5 a.m. wake up and I'm
Yeah.
willing to play all day and do
Yeah.
it again, they don't notice really.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
okay.
forget.
Yeah.
And then Violet is 15, and she's been through it all. And she's kind of having a teenager is like giving birth to your high school bully.
Yeah.
You know, like she's just like really beautiful and intimidating, and she's British, and she has rich parents. She's like all the girls who were mean to me all my life.
Yeah.
She's Mussolini with a Stanley Cup. She has a 45-step skincare routine. And she comes with me sometimes because she's like grown up. And I think it's sweet now, that position, that Britney Spears, not a girl, not yet a woman point in life, because we'll let her have a glass of wine now and then with dinner, especially if we're on holiday, but she'll still order dino nuggets off the kids menu.
Yum
like,
though. You know. Nice with a
you love that, don't
nice
you,
with the
with white
sunset.
wine?
Yeah, really nice. Really goes down well. We're recording this just before you're about to kick off the tour. So the tour kicks off 5th September, just a few days away from when we're recording it. So when you're listening to this, you may well have seen Katherine Ryan on tour already. And how do you feel just on the cusp of going on a tour and doing this for a while as well?
Yeah, I feel great about it. It's a 10-month tour, but like I said, I'm back and forth and I'm doing other things. And with my son, who just turned 3, that was my last tour. When he was born, I was completely unprepared. We'd just come out of a lockdown. I hadn't done any warm-up gigs. And I was bringing the entire family. We were really like the Osbournes, and that was a mistake. Because I don't think, Ramesh is handed a screaming infant when he comes off stage.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. And so that was too much, and I was quite underprepared. So this time I have really made an effort to like write the show, be happy with the show, really think about the show.
So did you do the warm-up shows?
Yes, so
You did
many of them.
And how are they? Because when we've had comics on before, they say they find them like, quite like nerve-wracking doing a little bit, and it might be a night that's not, your show. How do you find doing the warm-ups?
I love it. I really do like it. Maybe they're not the nation's sweetheart like I am.
Right, yeah. Maybe they're not as funny.
No.
Yeah.
Or maybe they have anxiety. I don't understand. I just don't have fear or anxiety.
And they're
about
in
things.
smaller places, like, smaller
Yes.
venues and stuff.
So when you do a warm-up gig, you will go to somewhere, the punters are paying between £3 and £10.
Yeah, sure.
And you're trying new stuff. You have notes all over
Yeah.
the place. And I think a real comedy fan enjoys that. They want to see the Angela Cam, if you will.
Why Battleaxe? That's the name of the tour. Where's that from? Because it's such an English word, I think.
Is
And,
it?
I feel so.
You're
And I think-
Battleaxe.
And it's quite an old-fashioned word
Yeah.
as well. It's something I don't use it very often. Do you?
Not to your face.
Not to my face. I knew that was coming. Boom, boom.
Well, it is. It's a negative word
Yeah.
to describe women historically who were like disruptive or outspoken or masculine or difficult. And I just like repurposing those words to be a good thing. And I've been called difficult before. I speak out about things that I maybe shouldn't. I have impulse control issues. It gets me into trouble. But I'm looking forward to my over 40s era.
Yeah.
And I love belligerent older women. I really love them. Eccentric. They got too many dogs.
Love.
And, they're just having a good time. And I think it's aspirational to me being a Battleaxe. And I'm unapologetic about being difficult.
The Scandinavian dates, how do you go down in Helsinki?
I go down great in Helsinki.
Yes.
There are a lot of expats kind of everywhere. And now
Yeah.
thanks to streaming services and the availability of British comedy worldwide. It's amazing that when I started on TV in this country, kind of 2012, I could still go back home, even to Canada, and be totally anonymous. And then now, every country that you go to, they'll know the panel shows, and they seek out, like Taskmaster especially,
Yeah.
and they will have seen, I have some specials streaming on like different international platforms, and they know. And I don't think a lot, well, first of all, Finnish people specifically are very well educated, and they all speak like English and 10 more languages. But my best friend also lives there. I'm my children's godmother, so I go to Helsinki quite a lot.
Oh, nice.
And maybe it won't translate in certain places. I certainly do smaller venues abroad than I do here in the UK, but that's fine.
Tickets are available for Catherine's tour Battleaxe right now. And very likely there's a show near you if you are listening up north, down south, or in Helsinki. There are tickets. So go get them. Go see Battleaxe
There
live.
aren't that many tickets.
No, and that many is not that there was too many.
Yeah.
Left. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of shows.
Many shows are sold out.
Many shows. Many
Yeah.
are sold out. So too late.
So yeah.
Don't even try.
Yeah. Don't try and get tickets.
If you don't have them already, then you're not a true
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
Then you're not coming. Yeah.
Just enjoy
Yeah.
Oasis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't want the stragglers who forgot. You know what I'd like to know, Catherine, what you thought of UK food when you first came over here.
I was not impressed
Were you not? Because it gets bad rep.
because it's gross.
I think it's good.
You have many wonderful qualities.
Yes.
I love the UK. I think people are really funny. I think people are really self-deprecating. I think it's a beautiful multicultural landscape. I think you don't even have to go abroad to enjoy a holiday. There are many different climates here,
Yeah.
most of them wet. But your food, it's like you guys are panicking and you're just eating as though you're hunkered down and there's only scraps left. You're like, hurry, let's get the bits of the roast to
Yeah.
make bubble and squeak. Let's put bread around meat for some reason and call it a pie. And let's just keep like stodging up in case something kicks off. And like, I don't know what you guys are afraid
Ready for
of.
war.
Yeah.
It's all happening. Yeah.
You have a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. You know what's funny? We went this weekend. We went up north to Manchester, where my family from. And we went up with Mish, my boyfriend. His sister came, and she'd never been to Manchester. And she was like, "Ooh, will we have like?" She's from London, so she don't talk like that. But she was like, "Ooh, will we have like Manchester food?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Chips." And I was like, "I guess that's it." She's like, "We don't want to have like Manchester food. What is it?" And I was like, I think chips and gravy.
Yeah.
That was the best I could like conjure up, which I think's one of my favorite meals ever.
And same, Nick. I
Do you know what I
love
mean? It's
chips
good.
and gravy. That's where it ends, though. Like,
Yeah.
there's no need to roll an egg in pastry or
Yeah.
a sausage in pastry or like make a little weird breakfast thing out of blood. And
A
love
black
that.
pudding.
yeah, and like baked beans. Like, you guys are all around a campfire. I don't get what you're doing.
I like the idea that we are worried about something. I think we are like, we should eat it now, save
Yeah,
it,
it is.
refry it.
It seemed like people were uncomfortable when I came here. Like,
Yeah.
you guys were panicking.
Do you think it's got better?
Yeah.
Or
No.
not?
No.
What about Canadian food? What was your things that you grew up eating that were distinctly Canadian?
Well, because of colonialism, a lot of our food is quite British, actually. So we have British food, we have Irish food, we have our version of that. We have American food. I mean, it's not great in Canada either, though now Canada is populated by so many different cultures that we get really good Mexican. I think we have quite good Chinese and Thai. Indian never hit us, though, the way
Right,
it hit
okay.
here.
Right.
So one thing I was completely blown away by when I came here were the curries and
Yeah.
like the vindaloo flavors and tandooris. And then when I had Thai food here as well, it was so much more authentic just because of the proximity
Yeah,
to
sure.
like the East. But in Canada, like we're very northern. So there are parts of Canada where my ancestors are from, we be like screeched in, which means they slap you with a fish and they give you a shot of whiskey.
what?
Yeah. And there's a lot of seafood, obviously, near the
Yeah,
sea.
of
Yes.
course.
And my ancestors were from Poole, actually. I mean, my dad is from Ireland, like yesterday, but my mom's ancestors
Yeah.
came from Poole, and they were cod fishermen, and then they did fishing in northern Canada. It was really cold, and they would eat salted fish and dried fish, and then potatoes came in. And if we had, good crops that year, we would eat a lot of just stodgy food, but
Yeah.
we didn't get the sausages and the spotted dick and the pies, and like we didn't go the full.
You didn't go the full. You didn't
No.
go full.
Full-
Brit.
full
No,
We
Brit.
not the full way.
stopped at Manchester.
Yeah, we were like, let's not go crazy. What's the thing, the famous Canadian thing, poutine? Poutine.
Yeah.
And what is that? Poutine.
Yeah, that's cheese, chips, and gravy, but the cheese is really
yeah.
specific. It's
Right.
cheese curds, which
Right.
sounds a bit off, but it's kind of like halloumi.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can kind of make cheese curds out of cottage cheese even.
Do they
It's
make that spicy? No, it's not. Is it? Or it
so,
can be. Yeah.
So, Angela, we have, which if you could be bothered to open in this country would really help me out.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it for you, Catherine.
Thank you. Poutineries, which is like
fancy.
these places where you start with the base of poutine and then you have cheese, chips, and gravy, fine. But then you can add like hot mustard and Montreal smoked meat on top of that.
Right,
Or you
okay.
can put jalapenos or fried onions
Yeah.
and mushrooms on top of that. They have vegan poutine.
Yeah.
You can put chicken on it. You can do like a buffalo chicken. You can do a curry chicken. You can do anything you like.
Yeah.
on this base of
potatoes,
traditional
yeah.
poutine. But I would just I would make like a soup and pour white vinegar on top of poutine and salt.
Oh yeah, I love salt and
my
vinegar. The
gosh.
best, yeah. I want enough vinegar that it makes you like
Yeah.
cough, like
Your eyes hurt.
like
yeah.
when you blow in a like dog's face and it goes.
Yeah.
Like that. I wanted to ask about how it all began for you, Catherine, because I genuinely don't know, and I was thinking about you over the weekend of
you.
when
I was thinking about you too.
I was just thinking, Katherine Ryan. No, but I was thinking like, when did it become? When you were younger, like we all like to show off or like do a dance in front of our parents. Were you like that as a kid? And were your parents encouraging? And were they like, you should be on stage?
No.
No.
My parents were entertained by me,
Yeah.
but they were quite of the generation that they thought you needed to go to university.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Get a
and I
proper
was,
job.
yeah. And my dad worked for an engineering company
Right.
and he was quite, Irish. And I don't know what I mean by that.
He's quite, Irish. Yeah.
Quite Irish.
Yeah.
He worked for Cork County Council
Yeah.
for a while, and then he opened his own business with his friend in Canada, and he saw that, engineering was
Yeah.
reliable. He thought that I should be a teacher or do something like that, be a doctor, that immigrant parent
Yeah.
mindset. And then I was quite academic, but I just wanted to do more showing off.
Yeah.
So, and I also thought for a long time that the best thing that you could be was pretty and soft, because my mom is super glamorous.
Right, yeah.
Like really hot, really nice body. And I kind of always looked like my dad.
Yeah.
And I would cry and I'd be like, why couldn't you have fallen in love with an Italian? And I'd be like, at least then I could get a tan. Because I grew up looking like Ed Sheeran. And then I kind of learned how to be pretty. So I got skin-colored hair and hair-colored skin through like fake tan and bleach. And then I did cheerleading.
Yeah.
And then I moved away for university, which was just a ruse to get me to the big city. And then I got a job at Hooters and I became rich.
Yeah.
Like, I was making so much tax-free income and I was working really hard. I met so many like-minded women there, all like me, women from small towns
Yeah.
who had moved to the big city with these dreams, and then they worked at Hooters, and a lot of us were fun and funny, and
Yeah.
we'd go out in these big groups. They'd be like so powerful, and I liked that we had a uniform, and
Yeah.
they thought I was funny. All those girls, whereas in my hometown, people thought I was weird.
Right.
Yeah.
But these girls were like, you are very funny. And I
Yeah.
was like,
And did they say go to the comedy club, go
Yeah.
do the gig?
yeah, I wanted to exercise my demons sort of in the comedy club and then go back to Hooters and be a nice girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you remember your first show? Do you remember how it went?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wore my Hooters uniform.
Amazing.
I thought it was funny. I did like a character and it was really offensive, like way more offensive than I am now. Because I liked Sarah Silverman and I understood, like I was attracted to shock comedy, but I didn't really get the nuance of what made it funny. So
Sure.
I was just like really offensive.
Yeah.
Love that. In the Hooters costume
Yeah.
as well. It's really quite the character.
I was always a bit of a paradox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I love that you eat in Hooters. I've never
Yeah.
shock horror, but I've never been in a Hooters.
You gotta go.
And I didn't know you had fun. I love you being like, yeah, you do. Yeah.
It's
I've
good.
been to Hooters.
You've been in Hooters.
Yes.
Do you like Hooters, Angela?
I wouldn't say I like it, but I've been there because it's always a stop. When I've gone to New York,
Yeah.
when you get the bus out to the beach, out to Long Island, it's right outside Hooters. And that's just, so you get off the plane, you get a cab to Hooters, you wait for your bus, and you go inside.
What did you order?
I think we probably had burger and chips or something like that. We were safe, I was with my husband, he was probably wanted something else.
He
but
was getting
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah.
We're going to do our fast food quiz where we give you a food and you give us your favorite way to eat it. So, Katherine Ryan, give us your quick fire favorite way to eat eggs.
Poached.
Sandwich filling.
Oh, like New York pastrami.
Form of potato.
Smashed.
Smashed.
You think
there you
smashed,
go,
yeah.
smashed.
Herb.
Dill.
Dill.
Crisp.
Ooh.
It's a Canadian crisp called dill pickle crisps. It's like a gherkin crisp.
Yes.
But in this country, I would say salt and vinegar. Like the posh salt and vinegar. you
Yeah.
get at
Correct,
Waitrose,
yeah. What's your favorite kitchen utensil, Katherine Ryan?
I have a chopper that makes sort of serrated French fries for the kids. And you can do it with apples and you can do it with anything. Carrots,
Yeah.
cucumbers. And it makes the crudité sort of more attractive to the toddler.
Oh,
Very glamorous.
Do you have one of
yeah. I don't have one of those.
You need one of them, yeah.
I might get one of those, little Elsie.
Get you one of them. We'll order one after
Thank
this.
you.
Yeah. What is your favourite Sunday roast?
Chicken.
And what is
yeah, the
your
best.
ultimate Canadian classic?
It would be actually a Caesar, which is like a Bloody Mary, but with clam juice as well.
Oh, yeah, I've had this. Yum.
It just makes it a little extra umami, but it doesn't taste like fish.
Yeah. I've had that. Yum. Very yum. Very yum.
Delicious.
Very yum. So we come to the end of the show question. Katherine Ryan, a question for you here in this gold envelope. If you choose to answer this question, this Waitrose goodie bag shall be yours. Does she win the trolley too?
Not the trolley.
No?
No. I
Not
don't know
the
if she
trolley.
wants the trolley, to be
Not the
honest.
trolley, Katherine.
I'll need the trolley to get out after the martini.
Yeah, maybe.
Catherine, here's your end of show question.
Okay.
You can open that. If you choose to answer it, the goodie bag is yours, not the trolley.
I'm prematurely, perhaps. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God! Thank you for coming.
It's been a great day.
You've been brilliant.
Great.
For your chance to win a Waitrose goodie bag, thank you, Catherine, for being the first guest on season 6 of Duchess.
Yes.
You were sensational. How did you know that?
You were sensational. I just knew. I said she'll be sensational.
Yeah.
How do you make a Yorkshire pudding? Oh no. By being a fool?
I sort of love that answer, to be honest.
So
No, I want to know. What do you think?
No.
How do you think?
I could get close.
Okay, come on. I mean, I don't know
So-
actually. You
Because it's like quite risen, I would assume that you need flour and water, and you probably need some salt and some yeast. Do you use yeast in it?
No.
Baking powder? Baking
No.
powder.
No.
What? Does it have egg in it?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
so I think that you would just beat an egg loads to get air in it, and then you would put some flour and water in it and a bit of oil.
No oil,
God
don't
damn
need
it.
oil.
And then
You're only missing one other ingredient.
Salt.
Think of eggs and dairy and
milk,
milk. There you go.
milk in a Yorkshire pudding.
Flour, milk, eggs.
flour,
Wow.
milk, not water.
You have a little bit of water, but I prefer, you
Wow.
know, yeah.
Flour, milk, and eggs.
And
Yeah.
then why does
Bit
it
of salt.
just rise on the outside?
Because it's the eggs that make it risen.
But
They're
why
the
doesn't it rise in
puddings.
the middle like a souffle?
Well, it depends which trays you put it in, but also if you do it the night before, it will rise in the middle much better.
So you let
Because
it
You
brew.
rest. You brew, you let it rest, exactly. Because
you
it's
can
a
make them
batter.
tonight.
That's what it is.
should
I mean,
make-
you're not impressed with that, I can tell.
No, I am. I've observed
Witnessed them.
really good-looking Yorkshires,
Yeah.
and I think my family would really like Yorkshires.
I think
and
they would.
It does matter to me to be
Yeah.
a good like wife and mother, I guess. And I would love it if my children spoke about me the way a lot of nice Northern kids talk about their moms, and they talk about her Yorkshires and her gravy and blah blah blah. Like that would be nice.
I was about to say it's like bread. You mop it up with stuff.
Yeah, no,
you know,
don't say
which-
the B word.
It's not. We won't say the
No,
B
the B
word.
word. No, the B word.
We've loved having you on, despite the B
Katherine
word.
Ryan, we really have. We loved it so much. Make sure
Yeah.
you go see Battleaxe. Katherine Ryan, everybody. Thank you, Katherine.
No,
No,
bring
that's
it.
yours.
That's yours.
That's yours. Come on, that's yours.